Well, I'm going to mark a line there across the top.
On the join.
One at the bottom. This is 141 that you measure in millimetres. From the top, that's where our line is. And then we can swing it round the corner. Repeat the procedure. So we're back to where we were. And where those two lines at the top meet is where we mark it on the cove. And then we can cut from that point there to that point there. And that'll give you your external mitre. Right, as my mitre box is slightly the wrong size, I'm going to be more confident cutting this by hand out of the mitre box. So we move it out of the mitre box, and this particular coving we're using, that whole face there is against this exterior wall. So we must keep that plumb upright at all times. Now I'm going to ask Brad if he wouldn't mind holding the other end, because I'm going to have to cut underneath my arm here. So what we've got to do, because we're going to do it outside the mitre box, is we line this edge of the saw here through that line there, through that line, and we're going to gently start the saw off. Keep looking at the top and the bottom, lining them up, keeping the saw up straight. Now,
those corners throw me enough in a mitre box, let alone to be cutting with my hand.
Oh, push that up a bit, look.
Yeah.
So if Brad pops it up for us, we can see if these two line up. They'll line up nicely enough to be filled, and all this can be filled.
So Rod, you obviously you're very experienced, so you would recommend using a mitre box?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, if you can find one to fit. There's loads that you can buy adjustable,
Right.
but they're extremely expensive. They're used for the plaster cornice.
Right.
But obviously, this one generally will do everything. So,
But it's just where this coving's a bit
yeah,
too
it's
big
just
for that box.
oversized and it's a bit higher than a normal, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So we're just going to put some adhesive towards the back. Squeeze a bit on there. Dabs will do, because we're going to be sealing the whole edge at the end of the job. And then we've got two edges at the back that can be stuck, this top bit and this bit, because all that face is against the wall. So we'll put dabs at the top. Okay, so we're going to put some little bit of adhesive on the ends of these joints. Keep it nice and tight. Don't go too far down because it oozes out, makes a mess. A little bit on this end, on the mitre. The best thing to look for is the bottom edge lining up, and then hopefully everything else follows. So we've got that end right. Looking for the bottom again, and then just squeeze it in gently with your hands. If you've got enough adhesive on, it'll take the weight of it, because this product's very light. Now, nice edge there, nice and flat. Every other detail lining up quite nicely to fill at a later date. We do have a little slight bow in the wall here at the moment, which often happens with a corner with an angle bead on it. So we're just going to put a couple of nails in while the adhesive goes off. You can see it oozing out, so it's actually doing its job, look. But we'll just put a couple of nails in to hold it in position so it don't slip down the wall. And there you go, then all these joints will be filled later with appropriate filler, and the top bit's going to have some silicone in it to go to the plastic and make a nice nice finish. We've got to the end of the job, all the cornice is up, and it's time to do some little light filling, where some of the angles, as you can see here, aren't as good as others, and that will be because a little bit of rendering's out, a little bit of squareness is out. So we get ourselves some exterior lightweight filler and a small tool, Every builder's got a small tool, and we just work it into the joint there. Nice and gentle, and it will stay in there and fill the joint for you. As you can see, we've got most of it first filled at the top there, and it doesn't matter about this over bit. You can just keep adding till you get it right. The product stays workable for quite some time. First thing first is to get it all worked in there. Give it a little few seconds to go off. And there we go, that's a reasonable finish, and it can all be sanded down just before decorating by Steve. Okay.
Perfect, Rog. Thank you, mate.